Coming up,
A plush toy that's clinically depressed.
a highway that got absolutely hammered on beer.
And a toddler that can hustle you at pool.
If the world is ending, at least it's getting really funny first. All this and more on This Week in Weird, brought to you by TTG.
The Talking Gruse, bringing you the less serious side of the news. Now, your host, the Gruse.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm the Gruse, and you're not.
And I am the co-host better known as Rich.
This is This Week in Weird, the only show where we ignore the stock market to focus on what really matters. Capybaras taking baths.
Coming up on today's show, we've got crying horses, spilled beer, and a museum dedicated to the worst ideas in history.
Let's dive straight into the misery, I mean the news. All right, first up, we've all had those days at work where you just want to crawl under the desk and cry. Well, apparently a factory in China accidentally manufactured a toy that embodies that exact spiritual condition.
That's right. In Yiwu, China, a factory was producing Year of the Horse plushies, but due to a production error, the muzzle was sewn on upside down. Instead of a smile, the horse has a deep, soul-crushing frown, and its nostrils are placed so high they look like tears streaming down its face. It was supposed to be thrown away, but instead it went viral. Young workers are calling it the overworked office worker symbol. Sales jumped from 400 to tens of thousands in a day. The factory owner, Zhang Huquang, admits it was a mistake, but hey, now they are shipping them globally because everyone is sad.
Yeah, so I saw this and I just about died laughing because, it's China. It's there, but you know what? It's good because it sort of, what do you call it? It shows that that it's not only in America where we're miserable working.
But I said I don't care if they lay me off either, because I told Bill that if they move my desk one more time, then I'm quitting. I'm going to quit. And I told Dom too, because they've moved my desk 4 times already this year, and I used to be over by the window and I could see the squirrels, and they were married, but then they switched from the swing line to the Boston stapler. But I kept my swing line stapler because it didn't bind up as...
Yeah, it's worldwide.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this was the only toy that had a built-in existential crisis.
Yeah, is there a driving version where you can crawl underneath the dashboard?
Well, it's the perfect gift for somebody that clearly says, I'm fine, but clearly isn't fine.
Milton.
Yeah. Now, there's somewhere there's a kid hugging this and thinking, a stuffed animal that finally gets me.
It's like those emo kids on South Park, and they got their little huggy bear, or huggy horse.
Now we go from emotional damage to physical domination. We're going to England for a story that makes me feel incredibly untalented. Meet an almost 3-year-old billiard prodigy.
This kid is unbelievable. He is literally in diapers, yet he is clearing tables with the precision of a geometry professor. He can barely see over the edge of the table. He has to stand on a milk crate to reach the cue ball. He climbs up, lines up the shot, sinks it, and then climbs down to move the crate for the next shot. It's the cutest hustle I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What was it? Paul Newman. Eat
Yeah, I
your
was
heart
going to say
out.
the color of money.
$500 says you choke right now. You used me.
Yes, I did. This is Fast Eddie Felson. Who the hell are you?
25 years ago, I won my share of medals. But it was over for me before it really got started.
Well, that was a sequel to The Hustler.
Oh, The Hustler.
Yeah, with Paul Newman. Well, both of them had Paul Newman.
This kid is almost 3 years old, though, and he probably knows geometry better than I ever will.
Yeah. Mrs. Fraser, sorry.
Imagine, though, losing to somebody who still needs snack time.
Or nap time.
Or nap
I need
time
nap
also.
time, but...
I was thinking that, though, by the age of 5, he's going to be hustling for Capri Suns.
Right? Or Rogue Energy.
Or Rogue Energy, yeah. Good stuff. Now, you know who has natural energy? That toddler. You know who needs help? Us.
Speak for yourself. I got my Rogue Energy.
Guys, we run on this stuff. Rogue Energy is the ultimate fuel for gamers, creators, and people who have to read news about crying horses. It's got zero sugar, zero chalky taste, and actually works.
I used to drink those gas station cans that made my heart vibrate like a trapped moth. Rogue gives you that clean focus, no crash, just pure, unadulterated, let's record a podcast energy.
Now they have insanely good flavors. Grape popsicle, black cherry, and what do we have today?
Rocket Pop.
Rocket Pop. This is cheaper than the canned drinks and way better for you.
Use code TGG News at checkout for a 10% discount and stop sleeping on your potential.
Go Rogue. Link is below. All right, welcome back. We're shifting gears from intense focus to absolute zero effort. We're going to Japan for my personal spirit animal competition.
They have a slot there? This is the, how do you say that? Capybara?
Yep.
Long bath competition held annually across several zoos in Japan, specifically the Izu Shibaten Zoo. The rules are simple. Which capybara can stay in the hot spring the longest? The winner this year was the capybara named Poru, who clocked a time of nearly 2 hours soaking in the tub. She defeated competitors from 4 other zoos to take the crown.
Yeah, I would have no problem, 2 hours in a hot spring, that's not a competition to me. That's a dream vacation.
Right?
I mean,
be like in the cartoons, you'd come out shrunk down in the...
This is like the Olympics of doing absolutely nothing.
When do we sign up?
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Wasn't Capybara, wasn't that a song when we were a kid?
I don't believe.
Capybara.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
But somewhere there's a spa and out there who's taking notes.
Say when.
Right after this drink. Hey, what's a bath without Bubbles? Hey, Bubbles, come over here, will you? Well, hi there.
Hi.
Well, what's your favorite subject?
Poetry.
Really? Well, maybe you can help me straighten out my Longfellow. And that's what I call marine biology.
On this?
American zoos? Yeah. Phoenix Zoo, if you have a capybara. Yeah.
There you go. Get him a hot spring. Now, speaking of liquids you want to immerse yourself in, let's go to a story that is genuinely tragic if you are from the Midwest. We go to Dodge County, Wisconsin.
A true disaster. A semi-trailer carrying 264 kegs of New Glarus beer, never heard of it, must be a local brew, overturned on Highway 151. For those who don't know, New Glarus is famously only sold in Wisconsin. There we go. The truck hit a guardrail, overturned, and covered the highway in 80,000 pounds of beer kegs. The northbound lanes were closed for hours. The driver suffered minor injuries, but the beer suffered a total loss. Alcohol abuse.
Yeah, that actually it is. 80,000 pounds of spilled beer is the reason why Wisconsin had their flags at half-mast all week.
Well, yeah, that was for this week. A couple weeks ago, it's because the Packers lost, but...
Well, yeah, and this is the first time Wisconsinites have cried for something that wasn't the Packers.
Or cheese.
Or cheese, yeah. I mean...
But beer's a worthy cause to cry for when it's that much.
Yeah. Somewhere, speaking of cheese, somewhere a cheese curd just shed a tear when that happened. I mean...
No!
It's the only time that they cleaned up the highway and it smelled like a frat party. I mean,
Or a sports bar. After the Packers game.
yeah, exactly. Now we go from destroying the environment with beer to hugging it. We have a new world record that sounds wholesome until you hear the details.
A Kenyan environmental activist broke a Guinness World Record by keeping her arms wrapped around the trunk of a tree for 72 consecutive hours. Shoot me. Tripina Muthoni. Okay, give me all the hard ones. 22. Earned the title for the longest marathon hugging a tree when she surpassed the previous record of 50 hours, 2 minutes, and 28 seconds, which was set by Frederick Boakai of Ghana.
So 72 hours of hugging a tree. I mean,
She must love splinters.
yeah, because, if she beat the record by 22 hours, it's not just dedication. It's actually like a start of a relationship.
Now, I understand, if she was drinking water, she was already right there by a facility,
Man, that's
according to
true.
my dad.
Yeah.
But, she had to go number 2. What the heck did she do?
I don't know. I'm sure Guinness was like, you know what? We'll check back tomorrow. I mean,
Somebody get the hose.
I mean, really, I hope the tree bought her dinner afterwards.
No, he went Dutch.
The squirrels in the tree that were watching, they were like, "Ma'am, are you okay?"
I thought we had a lot of nuts, but
And finally, we have a place that feels like I should be the curator of. A collection of the world's worst attempts at greatness.
British Columbia residents are putting their own misfires on display at the Museum of Personal Failure in Vancouver. This ought to be good. The exhibition at the Kingsgate Mall was dreamed up by Burnaby resident Avon Collins, who was inspired by the end of a romantic relationship. The pop-up museum features a wall of reject, which is plastered with various submitted employment application rejections and firing notices. Collins' mother even submitted her wedding dress for display. This sounds depressing. The museum also features photographs and other artifacts of failed relationships, as well as tie rods from a failed car repair, a record of failed songs from a local music producer, and a stamp Collins attempted to make to promote the museum. And a 350 that was that was put in a 1980 Camaro.
Oh man!
Back in
So they have
1990.
a wall of job rejections. So basically, is that LinkedIn?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine going on a date there, taking your date there. Hey, babe, look at my greatest mistakes.
And she goes, "Yep, I found mine. See ya."
This is the only museum, though, where the gift shop's probably empty.
And they didn't have to steal anything from it because there was nothing there to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
The merchandise never showed up.
Yeah, yeah. His mom submitted her wedding dress. That would probably make some really interesting conversations around the family table.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Mom. Now our family's dirty laundry is all over the mall.
Yeah,
Literally.
but nothing says failure, though, like setting this up in a mall in 2026.
Yeah, I know. Did all 5 people look at it?
I mean, the things people do.
It's not exactly a Tiffany concert in 1988.
All right, that's it for this Week in Weird. If you're feeling like the sad horse today, just remember, at least you didn't spend 72 hours hugging a tree.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out Rogue Energy in the link below.
Now join us next week where instead of an episode of This Week in Weird, you get the Talking Gruse halftime show. It'll be released right at halftime of the big game. So, we'll see you next time on This Week in Weird.